On to the video. Makeup has to be started with moisturizing the skin because it's really important. Only when you moisturize your skin can actually glow from within. For the lips, be using the same Laneige lip mask. Using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Tan Sand. I'm just gonna apply this all over my eyelids because sorry, before that I forgot my eye cream. My eye cream is from this Clinique eye cream. I love this eye cream, but I like the Raw Earth even more than this. But this one still has this the squish it out, it comes out like this, and then you apply it all over your eyes. Just take the ring finger because it has the most softest application and just massaging it into my skin, because the skin around the eyes are really soft and thin. I don't want to be really harsh. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this color. Why? Because I'm taking a lighter color so that my eyeshadows pop and it shows up even more. Taking a dense concealer brush like this. This is from Puna stores from Amazon. This is really a heavy coverage foundation concealer. Okay, the product might look as if I've applied a lot. If you feel that way, you can just blot it off or take the excess concealer out with the help of a beauty sponge. Taking some loose powder. The eye base is done. For the palette today, I'll be using the Jacklyn Hill palette. This is how the palette looks like. I got it from the Instagram store called Beauty Tales. I will just mention in the description box below. They have it for a great price. It is an original product. Since it's a wedding guest makeup, I wanted to keep it really glam. So first I'm gonna take this yellowish shade. I'm gonna pick it all over the brush so that it's just loaded in my brush. This is a Pro Art brush. Wait, let me show it to you all. The number A25, AE25, and just applying it wherever I see this bone. This bone of my brow is where I'm gonna apply my transition shade, because that's where my eye crease falls on. This bone, concentrating on this bone. You see? I'm just going on with this yellow color so that this look goes well with the sari. The color of the sari I'm not wearing. I'm not doing in yellow eye, but I'm just making sure that there's a tint of yellow in my eye look today. It's just to add some kind of gradient definition. I'm just packing colors little by little so that if in case you need, you can add some more. But if you add too much at once and then you can't, you have to do it all over again. Pro Art PE23 light brown shade for my crease. this place where it folds here, I'm just applying it ever so slightly just to make the gradient effect. Slowly, just see what I'm doing. Picking on the color, just tapping the excess off and slowly defining my eye. And yeah, the flick has to go this way. Using JH40, it's petite crease brush. I wanted to add more detailing to the crease. Now I use this color for the crease. I'm gonna use a darker shade like this. Just tapping the excess off, and now just slightly. This brush is so good that I really want another one in this. Same brush where I use the light brown color, the Pro Art PE23. Taking this brown, a darker brown, just to put on my outer V. Don't go too much into your crease, just keep it really low. Take the black shade from the palette and put it on the lower area, and the dark brown, same dark brown shade. Doesn't matter, you can just correct all this if you would like to have some black and some brown mixtures. Just loading a lot of color just to the outer V. Don't worry about the color coming into the inner corner. I'm just going to add some concealer and then add the color and the glitter. I'm taking a clean brush like this, clean fluffy brush from the LA Girl. It's in the number 202. Just the edges out. Just nice and blended out. Shimmery golden shade. Just taking it on my fingers like this. Just see how the Jacklyn Hill palette. I'm just gonna keep this look the golden eye look. So beautiful. I will just correct it with my, just one swipe is enough, I feel, for the other eye as well. I'm not going too much of adding this shimmer to the crease because of the hooded eye. Beautiful. Now taking a flat brush like this, I wouldn't even say it's a flat brush, it's just very thin flat brush. I'm just using this to correct my crease line of this thing. See how beautiful it is. Pencil brush like this from PAC. It's number 209. I'm taking a dark round shade. I'm gonna add wherever this is meeting so that it doesn't look like a harsh line. So I'm just adding this. Just see how well it looks. So convenient to use. Please do not mind the sound volume. It's my kid watching TV. I will try not to have so much of trouble next time since it's my first time. Please adjust. I feel like added a lot more here on this side. Actually fit in the crease. Okay, the crease looks even more bigger. Moving on to the face, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's almost gonna get over in the shade orange. This orange I'm using basically to correct my hyperpigmentations around my mouth, underneath my eyes, and also here where I have a little pigmentation. Why I'm adding more than usual is because I want my face to really look flawless in the camera. Taking the same dense brush which I have left over my fingers. Okay, taking the same concealer brush which I used, I'm just buffing it in the skin. Even after applying it with a brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take the excess with a sponge. Always use the sponge in the pressing motion. Do not drag them because I've applied it in a particular place only to make sure that that place is covered. But when I go ahead and drag, then my eyes, the product is gonna move away from the place where I applied it. I wanted it to stay. So please only press the product in, do not drag it. Like it's almost done. Look at the glitter. And so now for my foundation today, since it's event, since there are gonna be a lot of cameras and photos and flash photographies, I really want to go, I don't want to risk, so I really wanted to go for something that's safe enough for me, because though I know MAC or the Estee Lauder what I have do not have flashbacks, since the Estee Lauder is a tad bit darker to my skin, I still want to go for this because these are like tested on 7 lighting conditions. So no matter what, these doesn't have any flashbacks. For me, I don't have any particular shade match from this range. Toffee. I'm just, hopefully it matches me. I guess it's a good match. And also the dark is too dark and the light is not as light, so not too light. So I'm using my YBP sponge now because, just like I said, I love the way how the shape of it helps me to, you know, the size of it is quite large than the original beauty blender. That is also what I like about, because I have a huge hand, so I want something to hold on to. I really don't want that white peeking through. I really want to concentrate on the inner corner as well. It's a bit dark, doesn't matter, because when you go for a event, it's always better to go for a tad bit darker shade, though it might look off in person. It's gonna really turn out well in the photos, because that's what is gonna come for life later. In the shade caramel, this is available in Nicka, but the other shade which I'll be using, I used to use on a regular basis, is the tan shade which I had ordered through an Instagram store. I'm highlighting underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, because I want my nose to be snatched in pictures. Adding some more concealer on my forehead, because these are the places where the light hits a little bit on my cupid's bow and my chin. That's all for the highlighting. And the concealer which I use for my eyes, the Tarte Shade Tip, a little bit on the inner and on my nose. It's a very high coverage concealer, so it adds do not worry, you can very well add some bronzer and make it look evened out. Just blend everything. Now just see, without even me contouring my nose already looks slimmer because of the concealer I've added. And also, since my foundation looks a little dark, this is gonna correct it for me. And also, this is the right time to correct your eye makeup as well, because you can just go through the make it a bit sharp here, and also wherever you feel like, doesn't matter if anything goes wrong, you can just go ahead and correct it later. I just want to bake it for some time. Not exactly like literally baking, but I want to, you know, the powder to just catch and all set into the concealer using my NYX eyeliner. It's a matte version of the eyeliner. I'm just adding a liner. Sorry guys, I can't talk while I'm doing the liner because first time users, please really be very careful. Don't go too close to your eyelids. Just place it like this and look elsewhere and press it 10 times. I'm not sure how I feel about this Lashes bronzer, the Too Faced bronzer, because I don't want to make it look heavy. Taking a eyeshadow brush, yes, eyeshadow brush, you heard it right, from the Pro Art PE22. Looks snatched already, isn't it? Just wanna make it look Now for the face contour, I'm using the same, the Punasto brush. It's a contour brush. Taking a lot of product and just having this bone, where you feel your bone is called the jawbone. That's where I like to go. I like to go down like this so that it accentuates my natural lines. Do not do this face because people always use like do this and no, do not do that, because there was this makeup artist, I don't know what his name was, he once asked if you were going to do this, the fish face and do the contour, are you gonna stay with the same face shape throughout? No, you're gonna leave it normal. So why do you do that fish face and then do, just accentuate wherever you feel your face needs the depth, because when you add the foundation it takes away all the color. If you can see, this side of the face looks even more, you know, sculpted and slimmer, whereas this one looks flat. That's what is this bronzer meant to do. Contouring, cream contour and the cream contour and cream contour powders, they're even more darker than this. Why I'm going for this bronzer is I don't want my contour to look too made up, because it might be like a straight harsh line. Now whereas this one is just giving me a little bit of color. It takes a long time for me to get ready, and no wonder why my husband gets pissed off. He's most of the time pissed off when we go out, and he used to push me to get ready like some 2 hours early, so that he tells by the time you finish you pretend to leave. Why I'm adding this darker shade towards the hairline is because I don't want my hairline to have the white cast or the foundation shade on it. Now, done with this. Moving on to the jawline. It's just sculpting the face, isn't it? So just adding this thing on the jawline, just to make sure your jawline is chiseled in photographs, because otherwise it's gonna be looking like this, where somewhere just see, this jawbone looks well defined, where this one looks a bit flat. I have not done anything. Look at my face where this is a little bit lifted and this one is just flat. And also people who have double chin can use even more heavy contours like the creams and all those stuffs to actually make the skin look slimmer. Yes, now done with the contouring. You can actually leave it like this, but to make sure it looks even more nice in pictures, you can just go ahead and clean your contour. Take a wedge brush like this. It's called a wedge brush. You can find it in Amazon, Nicka, or anything like that, any online store. Just go ahead with this and just clean up your contour. And once you're done, just dust off the nose part alone, so that see it looks even more nicer and cleaner. Yes, now moving on to the lower lashes, taking the same eyeshadow palette which we used for the eyes. Taking a pencil brush like this, it's a bullet crease brush is what I feel they call it as. Taking the darkest brown which we used before the black, and just running it over my crease like so. A pencil brush like this and taking this silvery shade and highlighting my inner corners. NYX blush in the shade Double Dare, peachy shade. I'm going for this kind of huge brush, because I want it to blend it out like that, outwards. I love the way blushes blend the highlight. Adding on some highlighter. Just highlighting this point or high points of my face, and I'm not highlighting the full nose because naturally we have a cut around the nose, so here and then leave a gap, and then on the tip of the nose. Usually experts or makeup artists, few of the makeup artists say that not to highlight the tip of the nose, but I feel we're used to it and I want to highlight. Adding on some more highlight on my eyebrow bones, and then not to forget the eyebrows. I'll be using my ever favorite NYX brow mascara, tinted brow mascara in the shade Espresso, and just adding quite a lot of brow mascara and make it look thicker and denser, because I want the eyes to be popping. Can you see the difference? Because I don't like sitting and drawing mascara eyebrows, because it's gonna make it look really overdone and fake. So just like to run through my eyebrows. Lipstick in the shade Monte Carlo. It's perfect red. But any blue based red, obviously here for any South Indian, and something like this. So this is what is the finished look, guys. Hope you liked it. Just up to like put all my hair together and bring it up in a messy way, nothing like evened out. Just took a bit of hair, piece of hair from the sides, and yeah, that's all for the video today. Hope you liked it, guys. Bye.